Okay guys, so I just did a video about a client story about hypoglycemia and how before I was a little reluctant at wanting people to continue, so sometimes I'd pull people back, put them back on carbs. But now I'm really confident to say that you need to push through and keep trying unless your glucose starts to get over 120 milligrams per deciliter. You just have to change that sleep pattern and make sure your macros are on point. Okay, so here we go. I want to talk to you guys about the pressures of doing keto around people who don't do keto. So I got this idea as well from the client I had this morning, because she was like, I'm really trying to do this and I'm trying to beat these kind of ailments I have, but it's really hard because I'm the only one who's done this. And even though my hypoglycemia is gone, which was terrorizing her life, she still felt that she'd gained a few pounds and didn't feel sometimes like, she felt crazy, like, am I doing the right thing? So I told her, you are a part of a special club. You are part of a reality of people who crawled themselves out of the matrix and began to look at their health. Sometimes I'll get a comment on all these social media platforms like, I'm cuckoo, that I'm crazy, that like keto's gonna kill you, and I was like, alright, you see this? This is 47, soon to be 48. It'll be soon 6 years straight in ketosis. No repeating, because I've heard of other people saying they've done it for years, but they've actually re-fed back onto carbohydrates. I have not. 15 to 20 grams per day, and I couldn't be more healthy. And as you guys see, I do a video blog every day, and as you see, I'm getting stronger, better, faster. No matter how old or how many years pass, I'm still ripe and ready to go. And that's why I'm here doing these videos. I'm so freaking pumped, juiced, gassed, juiced on ketones, on what happens. It's freaking amazing. So, family members are like, what the hell are you doing? Friends are like, you're out with friends. And I try to explain the story how I went to Asia for a month and how everyone, and I mean everyone, told me that it was not possible to go for nearly a month and not have at least a drop of sugar of some sort or fructose in anything or everything or whatever that I might be consuming dietary wise, especially if I go to a restaurant. Well, I survived it. It took a lot of pre-thought and organizing. I was able to create notes and show them to people. Actually, people are more gracious than here with no problem. And also I was able to bring Tupperware on my vacation and go to local shops and prepare some delicious food for myself in the form of salads and fresh veggies and avocados, not all the time, and coconut oil and these foods. And unfortunately I had to use tuna, but it got me through the trip when I made food for myself. But with that said, which I should do another video about how to travel on keto, because I will be doing a lot more traveling coming soon, and I'm going to do a video series on how you do it. Road trip, like somewhere in the States, cross the seas. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So, with that said, nothing looks as good as keto feels. Because this stuff has started to preserve the telomeres on my DNA chain. If I were to be hurting myself on keto, then you would see inflammation in the face and you would see inflammation on the body. You wouldn't see me becoming more muscular. I mean, come on. You wouldn't see that. My body would be catabolic, right? Because I don't have, my glycogen storages are like super low. No. But yet I got energy all day long. I don't have adrenal fatigue or overload, sluggishness, liver, kidney sluggishness, hormones jacked up, skin tight, feeling good. My biggest problem was sleep. So whatever issues I had in the past resolved through keto, because to cross that bridge over to ketosis land, you've got to do whatever it takes. There's no half-stepping. Just whole steps over. But once you get there, it's the best damn thing you'll ever experience. Food couldn't taste any better. Savory, yummy when I talk about my bone broth soup and how I put duck fat in it. Tons of butter, ginger, garlic, and all these lovely herbs and some bay leaves. And I'm like, at the end, I was like, I'm addicted to it. It's so good. And you have all of the collagen and all of the micronutrients in there. And it's just the fat-soluble vitamins, the minerals. It's just absolutely fantastic. You have to be strong. You have to educate yourself. Go learn, read more, but don't get caught up in those before and after picture stuff, because that's garbage. Try to learn more about the benefits of keto and not what this person lost this weight and all these stupid subjective images, because a lot of people lose water and muscle when they first do it and they are not using a glucometer and saying they're in ketosis on these message boards that are garbage. So, with that said, you got to believe in what you're doing, because you're doing the right thing. This past week, the ailments that people have, it's scary. I don't even want to repeat the stories. They're so personal. But people are suffering. I mean, they're suffering. Shit is happening. Like with just leaky gut or with thyroid, the ailments, the symptoms that you have are so gnarly, especially when your digestive system becomes disrupted. And the IgA barrier becomes disrupted. When people become depressed or develop ADHD, like this, and this is like beyond cancer. Like, these are things that are manageable, painful things, physically painful. One woman had eczema so bad. We went through the nightshade list, we went through the vegetables list, we went through all her habits, we went through her stress, we went through all her potential detoxification routines and habits. It's way more than cutting out your nightshades, you guys. But let me tell you here right now, I can go out into that city where there's always a siren, but it's really peaceful today, luckily. And people are depressed, they're unhappy, and I don't care how much money you have. Because you're not rich. You're only rich when you feel good. So when you do keto, or you take any extreme, as society would say, measure to improve your health, like going to bed, well, but my friends will think I'm boring because I'm going to bed early. I'm not drinking caffeine and going fika at the coffee shop. Swedish word, anyway. I'm being weird. My food's weird. I'm bringing food. It's the holidays. So what? People are going to respect you if you really believe in what you're doing. Don't go through 500 diets your whole life, and this is just another thing like Atkins. Yes, there's a difference between Atkins Paleo and full ketogenesis. Learn. Don't do this because you want to lose weight. Do this because you want to get healthy. Do this because you want to feel fantastic. You want to feel young. You want to be like, wake up with some freaking promise, some desire, some hungry, that you're thirsty. Not to run after, chase after tail, but you're thirsty for life. That's why you do it. We have 10,000 choices of food, you guys. Learn how to spice your food. When I sit out at a restaurant with friends and they're always eating, it looks like garbage to me. I never feel like I'm missing out. Every time I get my plate, it's so clean and gorgeous. And they look at their food, and then they look at my food, and I'm like, I know, right? Yours looks like shite. And unfortunately, that's what makes you look like shite. I'm just saying, blood sugar dysregulation, advanced glycation end product, and issues with your systems because of a blood sugar dysregulation, guys. I'm not even going into all the toxins that we put in our mouth from eating processed foods. My life can be a pain in the arse because I'm constantly having to prepare food, but once I do, please, it's amazing. So good. I like salivate thinking about the food that I've prepared because I put love into it, right? Just like Indian culture. When you cook the food rather than going to a restaurant, there's so much love, energy in that food. It's good. Like, I eat my own food, I'm like, yes, it's so amazing. No one can trip me up. No one can. I used to before when I did keto, the very last time I lied about why I was eating weird was at a Thanksgiving party years ago. It was like a trendy LA party in the Hollywood Hills. And the point is, I'm at this fabulous house and overlooking the city, and there's food everywhere, and there's catered food. And I'm like, what can I eat? And I'm like, okay, some dry-ass turkey and some asparagus with nothing on it. I mean, it was healthy food, but there was no fat, right? That's where the yummy, that's where the love is. That's where the love is. So, had my food, and I sat down. This woman sits next to me, and like every window was open, and it was kind of cold, so I had like a sweater on, so she couldn't see the business. But she was like, oh my God. So we're like, are you on some special diet? And I was like, oh, do I tell her the truth? Or do I just get this over with because I don't really care, like, get away. And I was like, yeah, I'm on a diet. She was like, oh my God, me too. You're doing like a low carb, low fat. And I was like, okay, if she continues to talk, I'm not on a low fat diet. I'm not on that dumb diet, right? And I'm like, this low calorie restricted diet that kills you, makes you gain double the weight back and messes with your adrenals and your thyroid at the same time, HCG, bleh. Anyway, so I was like, do I lie? Do I not lie? And I just kind of lied. And I was like, I felt like an idiot. I'm like, what am I doing lying? The only time I'm going to lie is when I'm in a restaurant and I'm hungry and I want my food. I'm like, yes, anaphylactic shock from sugar, fructose, or starches. Please, nothing in my food touching at all, please. Like, I'll do that to the waiter and they'll be like, oh, okay. We'll make sure that whatever's on, we'll check the chef and see how we've marinated our meats or what type of sauces we use, if we use sugar or whatnot. But that's it. Family functions, friends, they all know now that I'm committed to doing this, and nobody questions me at all anymore. Because you couldn't put like my old favorite foods in my face and have me question what I'm doing. Never. Be strong, guys. Because when you cross over to ketosis land, you're in this incredible, unique, elite club that in 5 years, people are going to be begging, please teach me, show me the way. And those who are strong enough to stick through it, they're going to be like, yeah, it was hard at first, but I made it. And then everybody's going to want to know how you did it. So that's my little message on family functions. Just bring your own food, eat before, and be strong to your conviction. If you go out, learn how to reconnect with your nervous system, right? Reconnect with your nervous system, and you get jacked like this without a single drop of that ethanol that's freaking rocket fuel, carbohydrate response, and crashing. No more. I'm done. I tell people all the time, I'm in my 40s. I'm almost 50. Huh. I ain't playing anymore. Right? I'm not playing. Like them play days of eating garbage and drinking and doing stupid stuff, them are gone. And now life couldn't be better. I couldn't be more excited, wanting to travel, alive, energized, and freaking shredded at almost 48. That's it, guys. Peace out. If you want to learn more how to stay strong at family functions through the holidays, with your friends, if you're out, sleep, all that kind of stuff, go to stephanieperson.com, Stephanie the Business Person on my Facebook fan page, because there I post a lot. Or Stephanie Ketogenic on my Instagram for the youngins.